Hello. Um, Now we are going to solve problem D, fight with monsters. This problem, so they give us rules. We have an array or elements, for example, h1, h2, until hn. We have n numbers that represents hi is the health of the monster of the position I. We have two people playing the game. You you're the first player, and there is the second player, your rival. He has a HP of a of the 8 points of damage and B point of damage. And they said us that if you kill the monster, you're going to receive 1 point, and if the player, your rival, kills the monster, you're not going to receive points. Also, they are going to give a number k. That is a special trick. You can use at most k times your special trick, which consists in you can make the other rival not to use his turn, so you can continue using your turn instead of him. So they are asking you which is the maximum number of points you can get using your k number of tricks in an optimal way. For example, we have some test cases. 7, 10. We have 7. We have n equal to 6, a equal to 2, b equal to 3, k 3, and 6 numbers that are 7, 1, 8, 10, 12, and 15. So let's analyze each case. For example, let's suppose that we start. Also, they said that each time you're going to fight each monster like an individual game, and you're always going to start each turn. For example, here you start making 2 of damage, and the other one 3, 2, and then 2 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 7. So you're the one that's going to kill this monster. You're going to receive 1 point. In this case, you're going to start. You always start. So you're going to kill that monster also. In this case, if you attack 2 plus 3 plus 2, it's going to remain 1 of health. So in his turn, he's going to kill him. So until now, this is not, you're going to receive 0, so probably this is a position in which you could use your special trick. We're going to analyze it later. In this case, we have 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3, and the monster is dead after his move, so we're also not going to be sure if we could get 1 point here. And in this case, we can use 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3, and then in your turn you're going to kill him, so you're going to receive 1 point. And the same applies to here. If we analyze this, we are making A of the damage, in this case 2, and then 3, 2, and 3. So instead of adding A and B, we can analyze in blocks, for example, blocks of 5, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. In this case, we need this. So the number of, let's suppose that we are going to, for each pair of turns, first you start and then the other person, both of you are going to make, for example, C of damage, where C is A plus B. So after using A plus B of damage, let's suppose that we got the remainder of that. R equal to HI. So, well, for example, in the first case, the remainder of 7 divided by 5 is equal to 2, this number. So after using both terms, we are going to have 2, and we are able to kill the monster. In this case, the remainder of 1 divided by 5 is 1, and we're going to be able to kill the monster. The remainder of A divided by 5 is going to be 3. A mod 5 is equal to 3. So we're going to take this block, we have 3, and then because we have 2 points of damage, we can kill him. So the next one is going to be him. So we can see that there's going to be a pattern. We only have to analyze the last block if it's possible. However, we have a case in which, for example, if we have 10, the remainder is 0. So if I eliminate or remove, I can't analyze only the last number. In this case it was 3, in this case it was 1, in this case it was 2, in this case it's 0, and with 50 mod 5 is equal to 0. So we can analyze that as the other cases. So in this case, we can stop using the last move. For example, 50 is 5 plus 5 until the last 5. And here we have 45 damage that we have to deal to the monster. And the last 2 plus 3, that is the last 5, that equals to 50. We're not going to make the last block of damage. We're going to analyze only this one. So how to solve the problem in that case, or in all the cases? Well, I'm going to erase this. Let's suppose that we're in the last move. If the its remainder is different from 0, we're going to have R. We're going to have R. That could be A plus B. If H I A plus B is equal to 0. Otherwise, we're going to have the remainder, this number. So Now that we have used blocks of a plus b, I don't know how many times, and we have this number r. This number r. I want to know how many times I have to use letter A to complete to be able to kill him. So if I want to kill this monster that remains with R of health, I'm going to take here A of damage until it has something, so it's going to be R over A, the sale of R divided by A. Because if it's not a multiple, we need one more step, so it's the cell. But however, we need like, let's suppose that this is K. No, this is L, the number of times we need to perform A attacks. So if we need A attacks, we're going to finish. This is the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, until the last one. If you're going to finish with A, we need, they are always going to be, there were supposed to be B's in here. We can't be, there can be a V after A because we want A to kill the monster, so it's going to be here. So how many times we are going to skip B's, or in other words, how many times we must use our magic trick, the trick that is described in the problem. In this case, 1, 2, 3, this L minus 1. So the number of B's that we must skip is going to be R divided by A minus 1. So that's all. After however, there is a problem. We have a constraint of at most K number of times we can use the trick. So what we can do is we can find for each health, in this case for health 1, let's find L1, which is this number, the number of tricks. Oh well, L prime. Let's call L prime, which is L minus 1, L prime 1, L prime 2, L prime n. The number of tricks we must use in the first case to obtain 1 point. Li prime is number of tricks we must use to kill the monster. So if we want to maximize the number of points, we have to use the minimum number of tricks as possible as we can. So we can sort these elements. We can sort them. For example, let's suppose that we have sorted the first one. This is the first one, the second one, this is the last one, this is the minimum one. So if we have, let's suppose that we have K is number 3, and we have to use in here 1, 1, 2, For example, we have 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, and k is, let's suppose that we have a problem with k equals to 4. The optimal solution is to, in order, we choose 1, and now we have 1 accumulated, 1, we have 2, another 1, we have 3, and we can't use the other one, we can't kill other monster because if we need 2 more, and 2 plus 3 is 5, and we only have 4, so we can choose only the ones that can be possible to choose according to our constraints, that is the number k. So we're going to find this number b prime in O1 because it's a simple operation, and we're going to do this calculation for each of the n numbers which are held. So this number that is going to take us O of n to calculate all of L primes, and then to sort this we're going to use the sorting algorithm that's already implemented. So it's going to take n log n, and this is going to pass in time because I think we have 1 second. Yeah, we have 1 second, so that is the solution. So let's code it. I'm going to use Lambda for not having problems. And they are going in integers. I'm going to read the number of monsters, the attack that I have, the attack of my opponent, and the number of tricks I can use. Then I have numbers that are the health of each monster. And then we have to print our answer. Our answer at most is going to be n, so it could be an integer. Well, let's calculate the number that I'm looking for, which was the number of this number, L prime. So let's call it trick. Yeah, there is a that it is the secret technique, not technique. Let's call it secret. We have n secrets. The minimum number of secret techniques that we have to use to make the health of position I to be defeated by us. So for each number, we're going to calculate this sum. Let's call the remainder of hi divided the remainder of hi divided split. So if the remainder is equal to 0, then the number is going to become a plus b. Otherwise, it's going to be in the remainder itself. So if r is equal to 0, then r is equal to a plus b. Otherwise, it's not going to happen anything. Then secret supply is going to become that reminder of a ceiling of this thing. So how to calculate that ceiling? There's a property with floor. We know that the floor, the ceiling of A divided by B is equal to the floor of A plus B minus 1 over B. Or it's the same, saying that A minus 1 over B plus 1. You can prove it using the division algorithm. You can suppose that A is equal to PB plus Q, and you can analyze the cases. If Q is equal to 0, you can obtain this, and if in the other case is when 0 is Q is between 0 and B, you're going to have the same. You can check it. So to obtain the ceiling, we're going to do that. Secret I is the ceiling. So is the integral division of R plus A minus 1 divided by A. However, as we said, we're not going to find only the ceiling, we're going to subtract 1. So this is secret supply. Then we said we're going to sort the secrets. So we're going to sort secret. You have 10 secrets. And then we're going to take them in order. So if the current secret, if we have more number of secret techniques that we can use, the number of secrets that are required to defeat the current monster, we're going to kill the monster. So if the secret I is less or equal to the number of secrets techniques that we can use, we're going to count on answer one more point, and K is going to decrease by secret 5. So K is going to be updated, and we're going to have the maximum number of points. So let's check it. This could be must have 5. This could be must have 1, and the last one 6. I think it's working. Let's run it. Okay, so well, we got accepted. So this was our solution. I wish you're going to learn something from this problem, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.